This is my fingerpicking tutorial for the Addams family. Here we go. So if we look at the fingerpicking tab, you'll see it is a 4-bar pattern. Now, just with all these fingerpicking tutorials that I'm doing, I'm just explaining that this is not necessarily rhythmically perfect. What I've done is I've tried to put the pattern on one page. So I've squashed it into a 4-bar phrase there, but if you were to write it out perfectly rhythmically, it might take a little bit more space musically. So the rhythms are not necessarily all correct, but I've got all the finger picking on there so you can see which strings to pick, and use your ear to get the rhythm. These are familiar themes we're looking at, so you can just use your ear and work out the rhythms, but follow those bars. And I've done them in bars just so I can then talk you through bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, and it makes sense as we look through the tutorial. So just keep that in mind. But let's just work through those 4 bars now of the Addams family. So it's relatively simple. We've got some tapping in between, which is a bit tricky because you're sort of taking your strumming hand away to tap, and then you've got to go back into the finger picking straight away. So that is probably the hardest bit of this, to quickly transition from finger picking to then slapping and then finding your fingers in the right place. Certainly that's the thing that catches me out when I try and do this one. So it starts, if we look at bar 1, on the C string on the 2nd fret there. And I'm just going to pick that with my thumb. And then on the E string, on the no frets, just the open E, I'm going to pick that with my index finger. So C, E, then I put my 2nd finger down on the E and my 3rd. So it's 2, then to the E, open, 2, 3, and then slap, slap. And that's the 1st bar. And then we're into the 2nd bar, where we start on the E string and then we go to the A string in a second. So we're starting on the E, open again, now 2nd, 4th, and then we can flick the A, the open A nicely at the end. I'll just catch that with my index finger as well. So we can go thumb, index, thumb, index, nice and easily between the E and the A strings. And then we do 2 slaps there. So that sounds like. Then we do that pattern twice in the 3rd bar. Just nice and simply. It's the same pattern again. So it's on the E string, open E with the thumb, then 2nd fret with your index finger, 4th fret with your thumb, and then open A, repeat. And then we're back in the 4th bar to the original pattern, starting on the C, 2nd fret on the C with your thumb, then on the E, index on the open E, thumb on the 2nd fret, and then index on the 3rd fret, and then 2 slaps at the end. So it's quite a simple pattern in many ways. It's really just bar 1 and bar 2, and then it's repeated those particular parts. But it's about getting it smoothly together with the slaps and managing to go from finger picking to slapping and back to finger picking without picking the wrong string. That's probably the biggest challenge. So have a good look at that one. It's a really fun one, and you can check out my full song for the Addams family as well on my ukulele channel. So do enjoy that one. And let's finish with the demo so you can hear how it all goes at tempo.